Welcome back to the Cannabis Podcast. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, go check out our playlist of discussions with all of our great guests. Most recently, Philip James Latham. We're going to be doing more of a weekly live news discussion with him and his podcast In the Weeds as well. So be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited. So is he. And we're going to bring some new cool things to you in 2025. But today, what I want to do is I want to take a look at the hemp market for clothing. Now, the hemp clothing market is huge. It is going to grow in the future more than I can even underestimate. Now, the global hemp clothing market is valued at about $3.2 billion in 2024. Now, the market's projected to grow at a CAGR, which is a growth rate of 26.6% between 25 and 34, to reach a value of around $26.66 billion by 2034. Now, that's a lot. That's a huge, huge opportunity if you're a small business or if you're an existing business and you want to use cheaper, lighter, better materials for your products and for your customers. This is a great avenue to explore. Now, a key trend, hemp clothing refers to a type of clothing made of hemp fabric, partially or completely obtained from a high-yielding crop belonging to the Cannabis sativa plant group. Now, it's made out of Cannabis sativa, so it has more of the fiber to it. So hemp clothing exhibits unique properties. It's lighter, and its excellent resistance for abrasion, microbes, and UV light. Also, is it breathes. It lets you breathe when you're wearing it as well, which is very nice. It's being driven by sustainability and versatility. Now we're seeing a huge eco kick, green kick going into the future. So people are looking for better products, better being sustainably sourced, better for the environment, better for yourself, no poisons, no PFAs, all that kind of stuff. Now, hemp is used to provide UV resistance. It's breathable and lightweight benefits in men's, children's, women's clothing, dresses, skirts, jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, anything you can imagine. It's a biodegradable material, which is naturally resistant to pests and mildew. So the increasing demand for eco-friendly alternatives to synthetic fibers with antimicrobial properties is boosting the growth of the hemp clothing market. Favorable government initiatives, farm bills, grants for research, and all that kind of things, especially emerging economies, to legalize hemp farming is a crucial market trend. This factor is leading to the commercialization of hemp products, such as hemp clothing. And as we said, it's a multi-billions dollar market in the future. Now, the thriving e-commerce sector already sees things like Adidas, Nike, BMW, all these things, these brands are already using hemp. Levi's, they're already using hemp in their materials. BMW is using it for their dashboard material. It's lighter and stronger. If you haven't seen our Henry Ford video about his hemp car, you should go check that out. It's our most watched video. People love it. It's gonna blow your mind. But you can already order a bunch of hemp products online on Amazon. Do a quick search of hemp shoes, hemp feed, hemp backpacks, hemp everything, really. But I found this cool site. I haven't done much research into them yet, but it's 8000kicks.com. They have everything in hemp products, and I'm not even kidding. They have masks, they have totes, they have pouches, they have backpacks, shoes, everything you can possibly imagine. Shirts, socks, everything. Backpacks, fanny packs. So go check it out. I'll pin the link in the description if you're looking for more hemp options as far as clothes. Now, I will say the downside to all these is they are a little pricey right now because the material is harder to get. The supply chain is clunky, and they know since it's a kind of rare commodity or rare cash crop or growing cash crop, people can charge a little bit more of a premium right now, especially since it's sustainable and it's organic or vegan, that kind of thing. They can charge a pretty penny for all their things. But that doesn't mean it's not worth it. So let me say that. Interesting to note is that women account for a significant share in the hemp clothing market, most likely attributed to the growing awareness of fashion and clothing amongst more professional and or urban women, city women, urban women, all women. It doesn't really matter. They seem to be ahead of men in the sustainability, green, organic, let's kind of shop smarter kind of thing. Don't shoot the messenger. This is just data. And one thing that's interesting to note is that there are a lot of workout clothes now made out of hemp because it is breathable and lighter. So that might be a good reason why they're going over into the workout gear. So right now, I also want to lay out perfect examples of hemp products that are currently already on the market right now. Right now, you can go find them anywhere you want, most likely online. E-commerce is huge. But I'm just going to name a bunch of things and stop me when you've heard this one. Everything that can be made from anything can be made from hemp. But in the clothing world, such as shirts, jeans, shoes, jackets, backpacks, yoga pants, sunglasses, hats, beanies, which I guess is also a hat, but still, wallets, socks, totes, flip-flops, belts, scarves, ties, handkerchiefs, bracelets, robes, that would be pretty cool to have, and yes, even diapers. Diapers are made from hemp. And I will pin this list along with other lists that's not just clothing related. This is just clothing uses for hemp. I haven't even gotten into the protein, the nutrition, the anything else. This is just, that was just 20 things I named from for clothing. But I'll pin all these links in the description. Go check them out. They're very, very, very interesting and informative. So what I want to do right now is I want to look into about 9 hemp clothing brands that are pretty popular right now, outside of, the Nikes, the Adidases, and, all the main brands that are kind of just dipping their toes into some hemp products. Let's check out some brands that are hemp focused. So since the Farm Bill of 2014, hemp from illegal to in style. So people considering the environmental impact are changing to hemp. Now, first one we're taking a look at is called Toad & Company. Let's look at their materials, ethical and sustainability practices. Their rain-fed hemp grown in China with minimal pesticides and fertilizers, often blended with GOTS certified cotton, tensile lyocell. Okay, this is a lot of stuff. But they get their hemp from China with minimal pesticides and fertilizers. Now, they work with Hemp Vortex in China, which runs on solar power, is Blue Sign certified, provides fair wages. Take that for what it might mean. A strict code of conduct and regular factory visits prevent forced or child labor in their global factory partners. I don't know what that specifically means, but it sounds good. Some items are produced in a factory in California where they employ adults with disabilities through a partnership with Planet Access Company. That sounds cool. They have a carbon commitment and green practice. Renewable energy powers some factories, which, coupled with carbon offsetting efforts, reduces the impact of their manufacturing. They partner with Lime Loop to offer reusable shippers at checkout. So that is Toad & Company. Number 2, you might have heard of them, Patagonia. Now, Patagonia offers mostly hemp cotton clothing, cotton being either organic, regenerative, organic, or recycled. Occasionally, to increase performance, they utilize some recycled polyester and tencel. The Footprint Chronicles tells which factory each garment was manufactured at, and the brand is taking steps to turn their 86% fair trade sewn line to 100%. Rather than buying new, you can purchase some items used through Patagonia's Worn Wear program. A whopping 98% of the line utilizes recycled fabrics, and many of their non-recycled materials are organic and regenerative. So they're piloted the world's first regenerative agriculture certification program. So Patagonia, pretty big, well-known brand, they're also into the hemp business. Number 3, Afens. Afens uses a blend of hemp and organic cotton. Other garments feature tencel and recycled polyester. They publish their list of suppliers online and track their garment's entire journey through Retraced. They work with partners who provide fair wages, safe working conditions, and respect for their employees. Afens started the Sleepy Hollow Farm, 100 acres of farmland, to grow, process, and develop hemp. They utilize fabric scraps through scrunchies and other accessories, and ships in 100% recycled or compostable packaging. Check them out. Afens. Villani. Villani uses hemp blended with tencel, as well as mostly tencel clothes that land them among the best tencel clothing brands. None of their fabrics include spandex, and even garment labels are made from organic cotton. Villani partners with tailors in India and Chicago. Interesting dynamic. Their Indian manufacturing partner is GOTS certified and adheres to strict environmental, ethical, and fair wage standards. And they use their dead stock and fabric scraps to make scrunchies or fillings for pillows and toys. Everything's packaged, made of straw, jute, hemp, and recycled materials. Rawganic. 100% organic hemp dyed with water-based inks is what you'll find in most of Rawganic's offerings, along with some hemp, linen, and hemp cotton blends. Sourcing hemp from European farms, Rawganic's products are ethically made in-house at their own sweatshop-free atelier in Europe. Some products are finished in Canada or the United States. There's a reason raw and organic inspired this brand's name. They not only stick to natural fibers, but use them in their most unprocessed state, meaning everything is free of dioxins, VOCs, PVC, latex, and formaldehyde. Interesting. Hemp scraps are made into drawstring mailer bags. So what we're seeing is they are using everything and as much as they possibly can of the hemp plant to make and reuse. That's cool. Opera Campi. Opera Campi features fabrics with over 95% hemp on average. Their Zero collection is made from 100% undyed woven hemp fibers. Their fibers are made from 100% extra fine mulesing-free merino wool and hemp, and all yarns are tested following regulations from the European Union. They source their hemp from pesticide-free and carbon-neutral certified Chinese cultivators, then work with selected artisans and tailors across Italy, including Parma, Reggio Emilia, Prato, and Varese. Their merino wool is sourced from wild Australian farms and spun in Europe. Wild Harvest Studio. Most of their items are made from hemp and organic cotton, but they also use bamboo, modal, and small bits of lycra or lycra. I don't know how to pronounce that. Every piece is manufactured in Wild Harvest's studio in Northwest Connecticut. They start with bolts of undyed and unbleached fabrics, producing each garment from scratch by hand. Number 8, A Tender Rose. This brand uses hemp sourced from Himalayan mountains where it's grown without man-made fertilizers or pesticides. A Tender Rose maintains a close relationship with its manufacturing partners in India, allowing them to provide fair compensation to their tailors. And number 9, Circle Creations. They use mostly plant-based fabrics, including hemp, organic cotton, and soy fabric. A few stretch styles contain minimal percentages of elastane and rayon, but you'll find plenty of 100% natural options. PNW-based Laurelie is the designer and creator behind this brand. She handmakes all of her items herself using ethically milled materials, though they don't specify where exactly these mills and farms are. Now, this is very interesting. There's 9 brands that you can look at. I don't know anything about their It's got their price ranges. I'll put the link in the description. Things are pretty pricey still, because as it says, they source their materials from not locally, mostly from China or other countries where hemp is more prominent and the supply chain is better. So I would guess, I don't want to assume, but I would guess that as soon as a supply chain is online here in the United States that's producing and growing enough hemp, we wouldn't need those supply chains. Now, this would go right along with making America better and bringing everything home. That's a hundreds of billions of dollars in agriculture trade that we could grow right here. Now, the 2018 Farm Bill made it legal, but hemp has been very, very slow to take off, mostly because they haven't really been promoting it or really trying very hard. That's just my opinion. Because they could do it right now if they wanted to. They just, for some reason, have chosen not to, mostly because these other agricultural commodities have a huge, huge stranglehold on our current markets. But I wanted to share with you real life products made from hemp. Most importantly, hemp fashion and hemp clothing, where to get it. I listed you about 9 to 10 websites and brands you can go to. I really, really implore you to go. You don't have to buy anything. Just go look at all these things and just get your brain processing what materials are already made from hemp that you could possibly dabble into. Now, the shoes might be 10, 15, 20 bucks more expensive, but they're going to probably last you longer and they'll probably be more comfortable. And hey, you'll be a trendy green eco person. You know what I mean? Be ahead of the curve, right? That's all I'm saying. So this is very interesting. And since, 1938, there's a quote in Popular Mechanics that says, American farmers are promised a new cash crop, and it will provide thousands of jobs for American workers throughout the land. I would really, really bet the bank on hemp. Billions of dollars. It's projected to grow at a 26% growth rate. I don't know what else you need to know. We all want to be healthy. We want healthier skin, healthier lungs, healthier everything, and hemp is a great way to do that in every way. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Have you bought any hemp gear? Are you thinking about buying hemp gear? If you have, let me know. Is it better, worse, more sustainable? Do you care? You know what? Do you just want to buy a cotton shirt? I don't know. You tell me. It's very, very cool, very, very interesting, and I am super excited to see where this goes. So thanks for joining us on this episode of the Cannabis Podcast, and until next time, stay blessed, and don't forget to tip your bud tenders.